Surveil 2 is pretty cool. Let's just counter it though. There's no way he's got a counter for us. Oh, bingo, bango, bongo. We pull our third Sinister Sabotage. So we're starting to get nicely linked up here. We could play, hopefully, our Sinister Sabotage. And then still... Oh no, it needs Flash for that. We can get our Faerie out. Oh no, we can't. We have nothing with Flash. No! We'll pass our turn. We do have one more counter, but not enough. Play another land. I guess we could have played our Faerie main phase and then still had counter room. Oh my god. So we need to flip another counter here. Faerie Miscreant's cool because we're going to draw cards. But at the end of the day, it's not a counter. And he can't even handle the heat. Hey, how are you today? Thanks for watching Hello Good Game. Today, we're playing Budget Blue. So these budget decks consist of 6 rares, 1 mythic rare. So it should be pretty easily attainable by everyone, and especially new players. At least that's my hope. If 6 rares, 1 mythic is too much for you, make sure to let me know in the comments below. If it's not enough and you could go up to 10 and 2 potentially, let me know that down in the comments below, because obviously I want to customize this experience to beginner players who are just entering Magic the Gathering Arena and are looking to step out of the tailor-made, pre-made decks into something of their own, and maybe looking how to do a little bit more advanced styles of play, or different styles of play, but still, remaining on that budget, not having to sink a lot of money into get the packs to get the wild cards. And as far as collecting wild cards, do the drafts. You're not going to get wild cards from the packs, but you are going to get the cards, and you get an excess amount of cards. If you are just wild card hunting, your quest rewards will give you packs. I wouldn't spend my gold on packs unless you were desperate. I mean, obviously that's an option too, but limited play is just such a big part of Magic the Gathering that you don't want to miss out on that. So even if you're not playing it right now, just bank your gold, right? Anyway, enough with that. We're going to get into the deck. Let me show you it. We have 4 Faerie Miscreants. This is going to draw us a card whenever we have a Faerie Miscreant in play and we play another Faerie Miscreant. So that's great. It's a 1/1 flyer. We have 1 Spectral Sailor, and we might edit the Spectral Sailor up as well because it has flash and flying, which we really like. And then obviously the most important part here is to pay 4 and draw a card. So this is a draw engine for us, which is really, really cool. Brineborn Cutthroat. This is another creature with flash, so playing it at the end of your opponent's turn. Whenever you cast a spell during an opponent's turn, put a 1/1 counter on Brineborn Cutthroat. Hypnotic Spirit. It has Mesmeric Glare. Counter target spell with converted mana cost 3 or less, which is great. So it's a counter for 3 or less for 2. So that's good value there. And then it's a 2/1 flyer, which is also great value for 2. Oh, the counter is 3, sorry, not 2. We have 2 negates, counter target non-creature spells, so obviously instants, sorceries, planeswalkers. Quench, counter target spell unless its controller pays 2. Tail's End, this is one of our rares. Counter target activated ability, triggered ability, or legendary spell. So obviously we're looking to kill Okos with this, but we can do other things with it as well. It's a very nice utility card. Mystical Dispute, this spell costs 2 less to cast if it targets a blue spell, aka Oko, who will cost 1, which is great. Essentially a spell pierce. And then counter target spell unless its controller pays 3, so they're not doing that. Narset, part of our Veils, we have 4 of these. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. -2, look at the top 4 cards of your library. You may put an instant or sorcery from among them into your hand. It could be, a planeswalker as well, just non-creature, non-land. Sinister Sabotage, counter target spell, Surveil 1. Syr Elenora, the Discerning. Syr Elenora, the Discerning's power is equal to the number of cards in your hand When he or she, I guess, it must be, I don't know. When they enter the battlefield, draw a card, and then spells your opponents cast that target it will cost 2 more to cast. Commence the Endgame. This spell can't be countered. Draw 2 cards, then amass X, where X is the number of cards in your hand. Flood of Tears. Return all non-land permanents to their owner's hand. If you return 4 or more non-token permanents you control this way, you may put a permanent card from your hand onto the battlefield. Agent of Treachery. When Agent of Treachery enters the battlefield, you gain control of target permanent. At the beginning of your end step, if you control 3 or more permanents that you don't own, you're going to draw 3 cards. Magic Mirror. The spell costs 1 less to cast for each instant and sorcery in your graveyard. You have no maximum hand size, and at the beginning of your upkeep, put a knowledge counter on the Magic Mirror, then draw a card for each knowledge counter that is on the Magic Mirror. We also have Stolen by the Fae. Return target card with converted mana cost X or less, just X, to its owner's hand. You may create X 1/1 blue fairy creature tokens with flying. Gadwick the Wizened. This costs 3 with X, so we can draw as many cards as we want, really. It enters the battlefield to draw X cards. When you cast a blue spell, tap target non-land permanent an opponent controls, which is great. I'm not really going to be using that so much, but nonetheless, we do like it just as the draw engine. So we have a couple of the little creatures, right? We have some flyers, some baby flyers. We have Brineborn Cutthroat, which can power up quite substantially. So he's our tank here. A couple more flyers, right? Counters, 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 counters. Draw engine, and it also kind of like disrupts your opponent's style of play with her passive effect. Each opponent can't draw more than 1 card each turn. Counter. This is a utility creature, obviously, right? And then this is probably our finisher, I'm thinking, or one of our finishers. Flood of Tears. This is just a nice utility sweep to reset the game once we've got all those lands on the field. Agent of Treachery, another basically game winner. And then Magic Mirror to draw. Stolen by the Fae is similar to Flood of Tears, just resetting the field so we can get those attacks in. And Gadwick to draw as well. When we look at our lands, we could probably put some Mystic Sanctuaries in here. Let's toss 3 of those in there for good measures. And this is Budget Blue. I hope you guys like that. If you enjoyed the deck breakdown, make sure to like this video. I'd really appreciate that. And let's get right into it, see how we do today. Every day this week, really, we're going to be breaking down one of my original budget decks for you guys. I was a klutz and deleted all of the pre-made decks that you get, and I could have, I guess, edited those and upgraded them for you guys. But here we are, so you're getting spicy homebrew budget decks instead. I hope you enjoy. And this doesn't look bad. We're a little shy on land. We do get to go first, though, which is kind of the saving grace recently, it seems. No land yet. Obviously, we hold up Quench, and then we Brineborn Cutthroat if we don't need to Quench. Alright, we don't care about his Grazer. It is what it is. It's a land ramp. Very successful land ramp. Alright, so we're going to pass our turn here. Let's see what he's got. Quench gets less useful with every land he plays, and when he's ramping like that, it's no buenos. Hopefully he's going to want to play to the top of his mana curve every time. Is he just going to opt? Curious. 1 island tapped. Guild Summit. Yeah, we cannot not allow that. That's a very nice draw engine for Guild Gate. Another Grazer into another land, down to 2 cards in his hand. In all honesty, let's just hold the phone. Our Brineborn Cutthroat can do damage. We have counters, and he only has 2 cards. It doesn't seem like a bad deal for us. toss down another Cutthroat if he's not going to play anything. Attacking with our 4/3. We get a blocker this time. Ending our turn, holding up our Sinister Sabotage. We drew another Quench. Gates Ablaze. So he can pay 2. Let's get it with our Hypnotic Spirits, Mesmeric Glare. Just because it's 3 or less, and Sinister Sabotage can counter things over 3. Right, so you can see just how easy it is to bully your opponent with counters and Brineborn Cutthroat. Like, a lot of people are running Simic Flash for this, and that's great. It's a great deck, but it's easily accessible still with just one color. Oh, this poor guy. That's that. Easy peasy lemon squeezy, you guys. 6 rares, 1 mythic. I don't even know if we played rares or mythics that round. You know what I mean? Like, that could have been a common beatdown. Beautiful. Let's see if we can stack a couple more. That was obviously one of our ideal lines of play as far as aggro matches go. Get the Cutthroats out, counter everything, kill your opponent. That's as quick as it can go. As far as having fun, Magic Mirror. And here it is. That's perfect. This is a great combo. Syr Elenora, the Discerning, and Magic Mirror. That's everything we want. We have a Faerie Miscreant to start us out. Hopefully we get some lands quickly to access these counters. There we have one. Now let's just hope our opponent doesn't do anything for 2 turns. Oh, 1. Yeah, if we can get this next land out, we're set. Again, we have 3 or less with our Mesmeric Glare Adventure, and then anything else with our Sinister Sabotage. So far, it's looking like a Dimir control, I'd say, because he's not playing a lot. Notion Rain, surveil 2, then draw 2 cards. Notion Rain deals 2 damage to you. Interesting. I always like this card. It reminds me of the Matrix. Right? Very cool. So, I think with that, we basically won the game again. Our opponent didn't play anything for his first 3 turns, which allowed us to activate Counterland, which will then in turn allow us to get our Magic Mirror out. Because every counter we play, Magic Mirror's cost comes down by 1. You never know though, let's hold on. See what our opponent's got in store for us. Oh shucks, let's let it go through. It's a defender. He needs to surveil. When he enters the battlefield, you may exile target card from a graveyard. Whenever you surveil, and this is in your graveyard, you may pay 3 life. If you do, return it to your hand. 3 or less. Let's take that out. We play our land. And I say we continue to attack. Down to 15, end our turn. We do want to play Narset, but we don't want to allow him to play, right? We can only play our Narset once we have clear advantage, and he's got a full mitt of cards right now in his hand, so I'd say this is still a very even match. Oh, Nightveil Predator is definitely getting countered. One of my favorite cards. Flying, Death Touch, Hexproof. Yeah, we're gonna keep the land for now. Oh, that's disgusting. I didn't even read what Mystical Sanctuary does. I just know the castles are great. So we're with Mystical Sanctuary, when it enters the battlefield, we can put an instant or sorcery from the graveyard on top of our library, and we just happen to have our counter there. So he's got counters coming at him for 2 more days at least. So if he knows that's there, he's like, well, this is my last turn to play something before I get countered. Let's get it out there, right? But no. We have more counters for you. Only 1 though, so it's less than ideal. I'm hoping he plays another heavy card, 4 or greater. So he needs 3 tokens there. Right, Surveil doesn't really do a lot, I don't think. He can return it to his hand for 3 life, which I find interesting. So essentially he's killing himself. And he's going to go play it again. And we're going to counter it again. Sinister Sabotage can stay right there. So, let's hold on. We still have 20 life, right? Like, he's not done anything. There's no need to act a fool, be impatient. This is one of those matches that is going to take a little bit. Hopefully he's land flooding, right? I don't think so. It wouldn't have stopped on his end stage. He's wanting to play, and he knows we have Sinister Sabotage. Surveil 2 is pretty cool. Let's just counter it, though. There's no way he's got a counter for us. Oh, bingo, bango, bongo. We pull our 3rd Sinister Sabotage. So we're starting to get nicely linked up here. We could play, hopefully, our Sinister Sabotage. And then still... Oh no, it needs Flash for that. We can get our Faerie out. Oh no, we can't. We have nothing with Flash. No! We'll pass our turn. We do have 1 more counter, but not enough. Play another land. I guess we could have played our Faerie main phase and then still had counter room. Oh my god. So we need to flip another counter here. Faerie Miscreant's cool because we're going to draw cards. But at the end of the day, it's not a counter. And he can't even handle the heat. So, just annoy your opponents, you guys. Easy. That's all you have to do. Let's play 1 more. Obviously, I'm a little disappointed that we didn't get to play Magic Mirror, as that's our mythic of the deck, and we had it in our hand, but we just couldn't get there. I'm going to try this hand again, just for the fact that we have Magic Mirror, and I want to get that out for you guys. And it has nothing to do with the fact that we have a Brineborn Cutthroat and 2 counters. 3 counters if we pull a another land here. Okay, mono red could be a problem. I don't want to play the Cutthroat unless I've got a counter for the Cutthroat because he's going to shock the Cutthroat immediately. So we're going to hang out for a little bit with Mr. Red deck. Yeah, that can go. We have 2 counters. I mean, let's just hold the floodgate, right? And maybe we'll just be that person that annoys our opponent. I don't really care about the 10th Street Dodger. I mean, I don't think I do. That I definitely do care about. We're gonna get the counter in on that. Never let a red deck draw more cards. Oh, he's got 2 of them. Alright, let's chill out. Even if he drops a land, he can't play his Phoenix. I just wish I had one more land and we could have our Cutthroat out. We're going to leave the land there. A second Dodger, that's fine. We'll let him hit it. We can play our Cutthroat because we can protect it with a counter. We can also play this Flyer because we can protect it with a counter. Negate his shock. I'm sure he's got a second one. Which, at the end of the day, is fine. Because we're emptying his hand, right? We can cast Magic Mirror, but... Ooh, we're getting hit pretty hard here, you guys. If he has a Cavalcade in his hand, that's probably game, I'd assume. We're going to try to kill this Chandra and try to grab some cards here. I think it's too little, too late, potentially. Let's get Narset out. We do have those field wipes. That could help. Ooh. This guy's going in deep. So we have a counter for 3. And we already do. We have 6. He's not going to attack my Narset, though. So we have creature. We're going wide. Wide and hold the counter. It would have been cool to draw here, but that's fine. The 10th Street Dodgers really suck, actually, because now that we're down to 3 damage, can't block it. And I should have kept my counter up, but at the end of the day, I need that field wipe. I need the field wipe real bad. Because he has actually Castle Embereth here as well, so that's going to be game. He's going to buff them each to 2/2/1s, and then he deals 4 damage. So we kind of get bullied out by mono red, but that's how that equation goes most times, right? You really need him to land choke or land flood, or have some life gain in your deck. So with that being said, we did beat mono red yesterday. So if you've not seen our budget deck from yesterday, it was mono white. Be sure to go back and check that out if you're struggling against aggro decks. Mono white's a great answer for that, and it is itself a little bit of aggro, but it's got all that lifelink worked into the equation as well, which is just absolutely fantastic. So thank you for watching. I hope you have a really great day. Obviously, make sure to like, comment, and then subscribe. All our subscribers are entered in to win 500,000 gems, so I'd love to get you some of those. Make sure to get in the Discord, start engaging with the community, and we'll start engaging with you. And speaking of that, I have one thing to do before we head off here. Dun, 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 dun. I just need to turn off this, I think. Absolutely. And then we have a giveaway to do. So I'm going to move my webcam out of the way. There we go. I'll pop my name over here. Maybe somewhere it doesn't matter. And we're giving away Throne of Eldraine Mastery Pass. I have a couple other things to give away. I think we're giving away 500 gems and 750 gems. I don't know, the two small ones. Store gems. Maybe actually featured. I'm gonna give away this one-time deal for somebody. That's a much better option in my opinion. So we're going to give away 750 gems, and then the $9.99 will go, hopefully, ideally, if they've not already bought it, they can just buy packs or whatever. I don't care what they spend the money on. They can pay their rent for all I care, or their Wi-Fi bill. Anyways, so someone's getting a Throne of Eldraine Mastery Pass, someone is getting 750 gems, and someone is getting 1,600 gems, or, as I'd recommend, the one-time deal of the 10 boosters and 1,000 gems. So, with that being said, let's get into it. Let's see who is going to win. And if you guys are interested in how you can get involved in some of these giveaways, literally all you have to do is subscribe, join the Discord. We're talking there more than not. And yeah, get involved, get some stuff. Who doesn't like free stuff, right? So let's start this bad boy off. I have no idea how to even use this. Maybe I click it. Oh, yeah. So this is the Mastery Pass. Actually, no, the 500. Oh, yeah. Boom. So you just got yourself 500 gems. Congratulations, G. This will be for the 10 packs, 1,000 gems, or the 1,600 gems, whichever you choose. Ooh, that's close. Very stashed. Congratulations. Congratulations, sir. We'll remove you from queue. And then lastly, our Throne of Eldraine Mastery Pass. Let's see who is our lucky contestant. Oh no, Elvino, you just missed out. Mott's, congratulations. I hope you're still playing Magic. Obviously, we were supposed to do this a while ago. But yeah, congratulations. And obviously, you're in the Discord, so I'm going to message you guys there. And actually, I'm going to have you watch the whole video, and then you can find out for yourselves. LOL. But once you do see this, make sure to message me if you've won, and then we're going to get you those prizes as soon as possible. Obviously, when you do message me, send me your PayPal or the easiest way for me to get you said goodies. All right, you guys. Thank you for watching. Really appreciate it. And we will see you all here tomorrow.